YouTube, what's up? It's your boy James to the O. I did a video about can a woman or a single mother turn a little boy into a man? Now it's going to be the opposite. In this one here, can a man or a single father turn a little girl into a woman? That's interesting to me. Because all the single fathers that I know that has girls that he been dealing with throughout the majority of her life. Yeah, some of them have a little masculinity or some tomboyish type of thing, but for the most part, they carry themselves pretty well. I went to this one birthday party dinner right before the Super Bowl, and I'm just looking at this one girl who invited me over, and I'm like, dang. She really carried herself very well. Independent, strong-minded, all that other good stuff. So I'm automatically assuming that the father has a lot to do with this. And then I started talking to him, and we having a good conversation. He was like, yeah, I raised her that way. I told her to be independent, don't rely off nobody, do this, do that, conduct yourself like a lady, and not like a piece of trash or a slut or whatever. I go, yeah, she do dress appropriate, she do carry herself well, and she do the things that you said that you installed in her. I see that already. And a lot of guys will know if that woman had a father figure in her life because of the way she is, how the way she carries herself. Now if you ask me, can a single father or father figure take a little girl and make her to a woman? I would say yes, and I also would say no, because there's certain little feminine things that he can't expose her to. The makeup, the this, that, the this. She gonna have to learn her feminine side somewhere else more so than her father. But as far as how to conduct yourself very well in appearance and stuff, it can go both ways, because I know a father, before he did some stuff to her, his daughter like, look, if I ever catch you wearing a mini skirt, showing all half your butt, you showing half your cleavage, like you a prostitute or something, it's gonna be hell to pay. And when she came home dressing, coming back home from how she was looking, yes, he disciplined her. I don't blame him. I would too. She didn't do that junk no more. All that booty shaking, booty popping, was it twerking at 9, 10, 11 years old? He's like, I get that belt. Don't you play with me. You're not finna be a little young hoe. It's not finna happen. This slut or whatever it is, you're gonna be a classy woman. You're gonna dress appropriate. You're gonna conduct yourself well. You're gonna actually have some home training, some manners. I'm just sitting there looking at, listening to the whole thing. I'm just like this. Wow. Years and years later, she became an adult. She don't do none of that stuff. Then she got a man, of course. Now, it's okay if she does it with her man, and just for him only, and she doing all these things to him. I mean, that's your dude. That's who you've been with for a while. That's who you love. That's who you, whatever. That's fine. But just out in public, out on social media, just for the hell of it, that dude was on it. I applaud him for that. But as far as when she starts her cycle, monthly cycles and all that other stuff, he can't get into all of that. What you gonna do? You gonna teach her how to put on the tampon? You gonna teach her how to use pads? No. Yes, at some point, she's gonna have to learn her feminine side somewhere else. Just like how a man has to learn his masculinity somewhere else other than the mother too. It goes both ways. But hey, from the stories that I heard and from what I've seen for myself, I would say yes. But then again, I would say no. No to the feminine side, but outside of that feminine masculinity, I would say yes. On both woman taking boy to man, and man taking little girl to woman. And if you take away the masculine and feminism away, I'll definitely say yes. Because there's more to it than just feminine and masculine. But from what I've seen, these girls, they dress appropriate, they independent, They headstrong. They don't want nobody to help them, do nothing for them. I have more. I have a lot to offer to the table. Like the one I went to that birthday dinner party with. Her father was like, I made my daughter independent. I taught her this way. I raised her this way. You ain't gonna be one of those females that be like, what you gonna do for me? You got a lot to offer. Show him what's up. And this is what it is. There's some guys that be intimidated by a woman because of what she has to offer, bring to the table. Guy like me, we like, whoa, for real? Oh, okay, all right then. But yeah, what you think? Do you think a man or a father figure or a father, single, by himself, can raise a little girl or girls into women or a woman? Do you think so? Yes or no? And tell me why. And tell me what you think. Comment down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think. I'm more than happy to read your comments and stories if you don't mind sharing.